Roll Devices is the exclusive manufacturer of the APR control. The APR control is a capacity modulation and dehumidification device that solves oversized DX air conditioning challenges in commercial and industrial applications. Air conditioning equipment is designed for peak load conditions, which only occur approximately 5% of the year, meaning 95% of the year, equipment is oversized. Oversized air conditioning equipment results in temperature and humidity swings, short cycling, hard starts, coil frosting, liquid slugging, and ultimately, equipment failure. Since 1993, the APR control has been solving oversized air conditioning challenges, alleviating costly repairs, service callbacks, customer complaints, and equipment downtime in new and retrofit applications. This video will demonstrate proper installation of the APR control. Prior to installation, please refer to the installation diagrams and instructions, which can be found in the box with your APR control and in the link below. Mike Downing will be performing the installation of the APR control. There are a variety of APR control models for multiple refrigerants, system capacities, configurations, and different applications. Please contact Roll Devices for assistance selecting the proper APR control for your application. Today, we are going to be installing an APR control on a package rooftop unit. There are no special tools required to install the APR control, only the gauges and the usual tools that a refrigeration mechanic would have in his truck. We recommend you evaluate the project to determine the piping or other items you will need based on the specifics of the unit. If you have questions about these tools and materials, we welcome your call during the planning stages of the project. It is very important to securely mount the APR control in the unit. The reason for that is the vibration of the unit and the weight of the APR control can cause potential cracks in the connection over time if left unsupported. We are going to mount the APR control to the interior wall of the unit using a tubing strut cushion clamp and a unistrut. This is just one example of how you can mount it. There are other ways. Now that the system has been recovered, you can cut in the T's. You will need 4 T's for the APR control. The first T is cut into the hot gas discharge line between the outlet of the compressor and the condenser coil. The second T is cut into the liquid line between the condenser coil and the metering device. The third T is cut into the suction line about 18 inches from the compressor inlet to leave room for the external equalizer and the sensing bulbs. This T into the suction line is position sensitive. The APR control mixed gas discharge line must enter the top of the suction line to prevent a possible oil trap. If you can't T into the top of the horizontal suction line, you can T into the vertical suction line. You will just need to create an inverted trap. The fourth T is cut into the suction line in between the mixed gas discharge T and the compressor. Next step is to connect the APR control and install the isolation ball valves between the APR control connections and the T's. You will need 4 isolation ball valves total, one for the hot gas connection, liquid line connection, mixed gas discharge connection, and external equalizer connection. The isolation ball valves allow you to isolate the APR control from the circuit during initial charging and for system evaluation. Connect the hot gas discharge line T to the hot gas valve, which is labeled hot gas on the APR control. This is labeled G on your installation diagram. Connect the liquid line T to the liquid injection valve of the APR control, opposite the hot gas valve connection. This is labeled L on your installation diagram. Connect the mixed gas discharge line from the top of the desuperheating chamber of the APR control to the T in the suction line. This is labeled M on your installation diagram. Due to unit configuration, we had to pipe into the vertical suction line and create an inverted trap to avoid oil migration. Connect the T in the suction line for the external equalizer to the hot gas valve external equalizer port. This is labeled EE on your installation diagram. All APR controls have the 1/4 inch external equalizer port, with the exception of the model APR 410-1. Reference the specification and dimension sheet for connection sizes. The valve bodies are susceptible to heat. Do not overheat them. Wrap them with a heat-absorbing paste or wet rag. Proper brazing techniques apply. We are going to strap the sensing bulbs to the suction line after the tees using the straps that are included in the box with the APR control. You want to strap both sensing bulbs after the tee into the suction line. We recommend mounting the bulbs at the 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock position on the pipe. The bulbs will need to be insulated. They are sensing the actual line temperature. Now that all the connections are made with the isolation ball valves open, evacuate and pressure check the system. Next, with the isolation ball valves closed, isolating the APR control from the circuit, you can charge the system to the factory recommended specifications. Your installation is now complete. You are ready to start your system and reap the benefits of the APR control. Do not forget to open isolation ball valves after startup. We have an expert technical support staff ready to answer all your questions. We thank you very much for watching our installation video. For a complete list of installer trainings, click the link in the description of the video.